Hey there, all my simples. Today we're going to be counting down 5 games I hope to see at the Summer Games Fest. This is the first Summer Games Fest, but I don't know if it'll be the last. We'll see. Number 5. Warner Bros. Is one of the companies participating at the Summer Games Fest. The game I hope they reveal is Batman Court of Owls. The potential for this game is really high, especially if it gets a good storyline. I've played all of Arkham Knight, but I'd never 100% it. But the story for Arkham City, I've seen all of it, but I've never played the game all the way through. I've only played about a quarter of it. I honestly think Arkham City was Rocksteady at their peak. It may not have all the technical features that Arkham Knight did, but Arkham City had the best story. The story in Arkham City is told a lot better, and it makes you feel more deeply connected to the characters in the game. I'm excited to see what the team at Warner Bros. Montreal is working on and what they reveal. There's a whole handful of possibilities they could add. Maybe even the Batwing, maybe new Bat gadgets, and some flight combat. I'm just glad we aren't getting more of this. Although from what I've heard, the Batman game is by the same team that made Arkham Origins, so I'm not sure how it'll go. Arkham Origins was okay, but it wasn't nearly as good as Arkham City or Arkham Knight or even Asylum. Either way, I think Batman is awesome, and I think we'll all enjoy the game as long as we get to fly in the streets of Gotham once more when this game is hopefully announced. Hopefully at Summer Games Fest. Number 4. Sony is part of Summer Games Fest, even though they don't have an official event yet. Maybe we'll see the PS5 there, hopefully. But the thing I want the most is Marvel's Spider-Man 2. The event is rumored to take place in the first week of June. The game is also known as Spider-Man PS5 or the sequel to Spider-Man PS4 or just Marvel Spider-Man. I've put in 100 hours over this game. Basically, I had to play through it 3 or 4 times. I've honestly lost count. Long story short, my nephews deleted my New Game Plus files, which was a lot of gameplay. Probably at least about 4 dozen hours. And even though that was an unfortunate accident, playing this game over and over has never really got boring to me. What's not to love? The web slinging is some of the best in years. The combat is fluid and crisp and so versatile. There's still people on Twitter and around social media showing off how well they can take down baddies in the game. The story is amazing too, honestly on par with some of the other Spider-Man movies, if not better. The game definitely deserved all the awards it got. We've seen some leaks that are potentially true about web-slinging styles, the possibility of playing Miles Morales as another Spider-Man, and even adding the suburbs of New York and Brooklyn to the game. None of this is confirmed though, although with such a great base of the game, improving on the formula and adding new things and features and mechanics and web shooting gadgets, it shouldn't be hard. Now, also, Insomniac just recently got purchased by Sony, so they're a first-party Sony studio. So the project will be funded even better than the first, and hopefully we can see some really good Spider-Man gameplay in the near future. Number 3. Another potential reveal I hope we see from Warner Bros. At Summer Games Fest is Injustice 3. I love this series, mostly because I'm a big superhero fan and I love Batman and I love all kinds of DC characters. Although just because I love the story around the game too. Superman being a dictator is really cool. He's always such a poster boy and so friendly and kind. Another realm that has confirmed their next title has been in the works. And since we've gotten a Mortal Kombat or Injustice game on a 2-year cycle ever since MK9, it's likely that we could see Injustice V revealed at this summer's Games Fest, and maybe even released next year. Hopefully they finally listen to the millions of fans though that want this guy in the game. Oops, wrong green guy. I mean this one. We will see. Number 2. There's a big chance also at the Sony event at Summer Games Fest or whatever they're doing at the Summer Games Fest, we could see Spider-Man PS5, but I'm also hoping for Dad of Boy 2, the second game in the Dad of Boy series. I'm just joking. But honestly, if you're not new to this channel, you don't have to scroll down far to see all my From Software titles I played. And even though I'm a big fan of From Software and all their games, I've never played the original Demon's Souls. I've never owned a PS3. I got a PlayStation 4 a couple years ago in 2018 for the first time. So there was no really reason for me to purchase a PS3 considering it had gone past its life cycle and I already had a PS4. I'm pretty confident this is in the works, and I'm pretty excited for the reveal. I hope that Demon's Souls isn't strictly just a graphics update. Maybe we'll get some quality of life changes. The game didn't get enough attention like Dark Souls did. Dark Souls really exploded onto the scene, and Demon's Souls was the precursor to that. I honestly just can't wait to die and get good once again in the original Souls game. Number 1. About it. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this game. I've only played a little bit of Fable 3, but from what I played. I know a lot of people are excited for Fable 4 though, so finally hopefully we'll see some gameplay at Summer Games Fest. I know a lot of people that have played the game, and I've talked to them, and they honestly say Fable 1 is the best. Hopefully we get to see a Fable game that is more close to its original roots, instead of Fable 2 or 3, which aren't as good from the people I've talked to and interacted with. There's still a decent amount of things that could be potentially done. It's been confirmed for a long time, so hopefully we'll finally get a reveal this year, hopefully at the Summer Games Fest, or even this Thursday at the upcoming Xbox Series X event. If it's done right, it could definitely boost the Xbox sales of Series X by quite a lot. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure you tell me down in the comments what game you want to see at Summer Games Fest. And also, like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Thank you. See you in the next one.